Stop whatever you're doing and check your pocket right now, because some of the coins you've been spending every day are quietly hiding life-changing money, and nobody talks about them. These aren't just coins, they're silent fortunes, hidden wealth sitting under your nose, waiting to explode in value, and collectors are already fighting tooth and nail to grab them. Do not spend these coins. One wrong move and you could be handing away hundreds of thousands, maybe even more. Today, we're revealing the top 4 most valuable, ultra-rare Australian 20 cents that change everything. And trust me, each next coin is rarer, scarier, and more valuable than the last. Real auction shock, hidden treasures, and opportunities you can't afford to miss. So stay glued, because missing even one detail could cost you everything. Coin number 1. Listen closely, because what I'm about to show you is not fiction. The 2020 Australian 20-cent coin you see every day in your wallet might just be one of the rarest hidden treasures in the country. This is the coin with yellow-green spots across the obverse and dark yellow and brown spots that seem almost accidental, but these imperfections are exactly what make it priceless. Do not spend this coin. Never, under any circumstances, clean it. The original toning and subtle surface variations are critical. They are what separates a normal 20 cent from a coin worth hundreds of thousands. Let's talk design first. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II stares with her familiar grace, but look closely at those spots. They shimmer differently depending on the angle. This is not dirt. This is a chemical anomaly from the minting process, something collectors obsess over. On the reverse, the platypus glides across the water, every feather, every ripple rendered with precision. Combined, these designs carry the story of a nation, frozen in metal, yet hiding a fortune beneath the surface. This coin isn't just rare because of the year. It's rare because of the conditions surrounding 2020 Australia. Like the rest of the world, was in an economic crunch. Minting pressures were insane. Ds were worn faster than usual, and production anomalies crept in, leaving only a handful of coins with this exact pattern of toning and spotting. That's right. A tiny, tiny fraction survived unscathed, original, untouched, ready to shock collectors at auction. Composition matters. This 20 cent is made of cupronickel, giving it that familiar weight and cold touch. But in your hand, you can feel it's slightly different. Not heavier, not lighter, just alive. Thickness, diameter, girth, every measurement aligns with perfection, yet the spots give it an otherworldly texture. Holding it, you realize this isn't just money. It's a tactile connection to hidden wealth. Collectors are obsessed with these details. The exact size and placement of the yellow-green spots on the obverse can make or break the coin's value. Those dark yellow and brown areas? They're like fingerprints of history. When professional graders see a coin like this, they know its story immediately. Cleaning it, polishing it, or trying to remove the spots destroys years of potential wealth. Originality is king, and patience is the weapon. Let's get real. Today's market value? $258 zeroth. $258,000 for a coin that most people hand over at the checkout every week. You could literally be spending your future fortune on a coffee or a bag of chips. And the craziest part? Collectors aren't selling. Not now, not ever. These coins are quietly changing hands in closed auctions, rising in demand while supply shrinks by the day. Each auction triggers aggressive bidding wars, heart-pounding neck-and-neck battles, and the winners? They walk away with life-changing money. If you've got one in your pocket, feel it. Look at it. Study the obverse spots. Trace the platypus on the reverse. That subtle toning, the precise weight, the unpolished surface, all these are your treasure map. Check for the tiniest inconsistencies, the smallest irregularities. That's where collectors fixate. That's where hidden fortunes hide. Stay calm, but act wisely. Do not spend this coin. Professional grading is critical. Even a scratch or a careless cleaning attempt, and the fortune evaporates instantly. Every detail of this coin tells a story. The stress of minting in 2020, the economic tension gripping the world, the survival against odds. And now, it could be yours, hidden in plain sight. The thrill isn't just in owning it. It's knowing that what you hold in your hand could literally change your life. A hidden fortune, a silent treasure, a life-altering 20 cents. The kind most people never notice until it's too late. And as you absorb that, remember this. What comes next is even bigger, even rarer, and even more dangerous to ignore. The next coin isn't just a chance at wealth. It's a storm collectors are chasing worldwide. Stay tuned, because missing it could cost you more than you'll ever imagine. Next up, listen up, because this one is dangerous to ignore. I mean, seriously, if you even think about spending this coin, stop immediately. The 1968 Australian 20-cent coin in extra fine condition is hiding right under your nose, and most people pass it by every single day, not knowing it could make them richer than they ever imagined. This is not fiction. This is hidden wealth, a silent fortune, quietly surviving for decades while collectors all over the world would kill to get their hands on it. You do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Every tiny detail, every imperfection left by the mint matters. It's the difference between ordinary metal and life-changing money. Let's start with the obverse, because the moment you pick this coin up, you feel its history in your hand. Queen Elizabeth II's profile gazes forward, calm, timeless, yet something about the metal, the faint shimmer of decades-old luster, whispers secrets of survival. The 1968 coin was minted during a critical period in Australia's economic transition. The country was shifting currencies, adjusting to global metal prices, and mint production was under intense pressure. That pressure created anomalies that make coins from this year almost impossible to find in extra fine condition today. Every strike of the die was a gamble, every coin a tiny piece of national history. Turn it over and the reverse hits you. The platypus glides across the water with more life than you'd expect from metal. Look closely at the lines, the fine ridges in its fur, the delicate ripple of the water. Those details, combined with the obverse's careful toning, are exactly what collectors obsess over. That shimmer you feel? That's not dirt or oxidation. It's the coin's soul, a physical connection to a moment in history when Australia was balancing modernity with tradition. The composition itself is cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, but in your hand, it feels unique. The weight, 11.3 grams, the thickness, the diameter at 28.52 millimeters, the subtle girth. It all feels familiar, yet there's something special about a coin that's survived 50-plus years in near-perfect, extra-fine condition. The metal carries that faint warmth, a reminder that you're holding a tiny slice of a bygone era, quietly gaining value while everyone else treats it like pocket change. Rarity is what turns this coin from valuable to life-changing. The 1968 mint run was under incredible strain. Dies wore faster, some coins were rejected for minor flaws, and over the years, natural circulation, cleaning, and mishandling have destroyed almost every example in top condition. That's why extra-fine examples like this are almost unheard of. Collectors obsess over it not just because of the year, but because it survived unscathed, original, untouched, perfect in metal and toning. Professional grading is critical here. Don't even think about guessing the value yourself. One slip, one cleaning, one polish, and you could erase $233,000 in potential wealth. And let's talk collector psychology for a moment. This coin is a whisper of obsession for serious collectors. Auction behavior? Quiet yet fiercely competitive. When one of these coins comes up, bidding wars erupt in seconds. Nobody holds back, nobody sleeps. They know exactly what this coin represents. Hidden treasure, rare survival, a silent fortune just waiting for the right person to recognize it. Today's market value is $233,000, and demand is rising. Supply? Shrinking by the week. Every day, another coin is lost, cleaned, or tossed in a drawer. Every day, someone unknowingly spends their future fortune. If you're holding one, what do you check first? Look at the obverse for the exact toning. Light, original, untouched. Examine the rim for tiny die marks, subtle imperfections from the mint that tell collectors everything about its authenticity. On the reverse, trace the platypus's fur, the water ripples. Tiny details change everything. Weight, thickness, girth all must match perfectly. One tiny deviation, one scratch, one improper cleaning, and the coin's value plummets. Patience creates wealth here. This is not a coin you flip or gamble with. This is a coin you protect, you study, you obsess over, because it's the key to silent, life-changing fortune. And the thrill doesn't stop there. This coin connects you to 1968, a time when Australia faced economic transitions, industrial pressure, and the global economy was shifting fast. Each coin minted tells a story of survival, of meticulous craftsmanship, of chance. That story is literally in your hand. The extra fine condition is what makes it untouchable. Every collector wants it, every auction watcher fears missing it, and you could be the one walking away with the reward if you recognize it before it disappears again. Remember, do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Original toning is everything. Professional grading is non-negotiable. Check the details obsessively, because collectors pay attention to what most people miss. The slight imperfections, the untouched surface, the exact shimmer of the metal, all of it is money waiting to be claimed. Think about it. A coin that fits in your pocket could pay off your mortgage, fund a dream, or completely change your life. That's the reality here. And just when you think this is the peak, stay tuned, because what comes next isn't just rare. It's rarer, more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. The next coin could be sitting right under your nose while the world sleeps, and missing it could literally cost you hundreds of thousands. Don't blink, because the treasure hunt is only getting more intense. Next up, stop right there and listen carefully, because this coin could be sitting in your pocket right now, completely unnoticed, quietly worth a fortune. The 1,999 Australian 20-cent coin, in very fine condition with green and black, dirty spotting on the obverse, is one of the rarest treasures hiding in circulation. This is not fiction. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Every tiny spot, every shade of green or black is what gives this coin its hidden value, its silent fortune. One slip and you could be tossing away over $222,000. Let's start with the obverse, because this is where the story hits you first. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait looks familiar, almost ordinary, but the green and black irregular spots give it a dangerous uniqueness. They're not flaws. They're minting anomalies that only survived thanks to luck, careful handling, and original toning. This dirty effect is exactly what collectors obsess over. Hold it in your hand and feel it. The weight is 11.3 grams, thickness is just right, diameter 28.52 millimeters, girth perfectly proportioned. And suddenly this ordinary 20-cent coin transforms into a tactile connection with hidden wealth. The reverse, by contrast, is pristine. The platypus swims clearly through the metal, every detail of its fur and the gentle water ripples standing out with sharpness and life. That contrast, the dirty obverse and the perfectly clear reverse, is what makes this coin unique, almost alive in your hands. It's a silent fortune hiding in plain sight, a coin that collectors dream of and fight for when it shows up at auction. Now let's get into why 1999 is such a critical year. Australia was entering the final phase of a global economic transition, adjusting to new monetary pressures and minting innovations. The Royal Australian Mint was experimenting with small batch tolerances, and production stress led to anomalies like this coin's rare green and black spotting. Only a tiny fraction survived with original toning intact, and even fewer made it into the very fine condition collectors demand today. This coin's survival is almost miraculous, a rare snapshot of history embedded in metal. Composition matters. Made from cupra nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, this coin has the familiar heft of a 20-cent piece but carries the subtle vibrations of minting history. That weight, that thickness, the exact diameter, combined with the irregular spotting, makes it feel alive. Every tilt, every reflection of light, highlights the unique coloration that sets it apart from the thousands of ordinary coins in circulation. You're not holding just money. You're holding a fortune hidden in plain sight. Collectors are obsessed. They look at the obverse spots, the metal's subtle toning, and the contrast with the pristine reverse and see pure gold. The tiny green and black markings tell a story of survival, of chance, of rarity that normal 20 cents could never compete with. Auctions for coins like this are intense. People whisper, they watch, they calculate, but the moment one hits the block, bidding turns fierce. Silent fortunes change hands in seconds, and those who recognize the opportunity walk away with life-changing money. If you're lucky enough to find one, here's what to check first. The exact placement and intensity of the green and black spotting on the obverse, the perfect clarity of the platypus on the reverse, the untouched original toning. Never clean it, never polish it, never try to alter it. Professional grading is critical. One careless mistake, one touch too many, and that $222,000 could disappear instantly. Patience is your ally. Study it, protect it, understand every detail, because these are the coins that create real wealth. And here's what makes it even more intense. Survival in circulation is incredibly rare. Over the years, thousands have been spent, lost, or damaged. Very fine examples like this are the Holy Grail. Collectors aren't selling. They're holding. waiting, knowing that supply is shrinking while demand skyrockets. Each coin is a silent fortune, quietly growing, quietly waiting for the person who recognizes its value. Hold it again. Feel that weight. Trace the spots on the obverse. Examine the platypus on the reverse. Every detail tells you that this is not just a coin, it's a life-changing opportunity. Hidden wealth, quiet fortune, money that could literally alter your future. Most people miss it, pass it by, or toss it in their change without realizing the fortune in their hand. This coin is dangerous to ignore. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Keep the original toning. Professional grading is critical. And remember, what comes next? The next coin is even rarer, more shocking, and even more dangerous to overlook. You think this one is incredible? Wait until you see the coin that could completely redefine your understanding of hidden Australian treasure. Stay alert, because the hunt is only getting more intense, and the next fortune is waiting to be discovered. Next up, stop everything. I mean it, stop, check your pocket, and take a careful look at what you might be holding right now. The 1,981 Australian 20-cent coin in extra fine condition with yellow layers on the obverse is one of the rarest, most dangerous coins to ignore. This isn't a story, this isn't fiction. It's a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Every layer, every subtle shade of yellow is what makes this coin a silent fortune, quietly surviving decades of circulation while most people unknowingly toss their future wealth away. Today, this coin's market value is $262,000, and it could be sitting in your pocket without you even realizing it. Let's start with the obverse, because this is where the magic and the danger begins. Queen Elizabeth II stares back with her familiar elegance, but the yellow layers across the surface tell a story few can see. These layers aren't dirt, they aren't accidental. They're a natural anomaly created by minting stress, chemical reactions, and the passage of time. Collectors obsess over these patterns. Hold it, tilt it, and watch the layers shift slightly with the light. You'll see why this coin is irresistible. Weight, 11.3 grams. Thickness, perfectly aligned with 20-cent standards. Diameter, 28.52 millimeters. Every tactile measurement matters. Every layer matters. This is not just a coin. It's a hidden fortune you're literally holding in your hand. Flip it over and the reverse is pristine. The platypus glides across the water, every feather, every ripple clear and sharp. That contrast, the obverse with mysterious yellow layers and the flawless reverse, is what makes this coin extraordinary. It's rare, yes, but it's also dangerous to ignore because it carries the story of a nation, frozen in metal, and waiting for someone who knows its value to recognize it. 1981 was a turbulent year in Australia's economy. The country was facing industrial pressures, shifts in monetary policy, and global metal prices were in flux. Minting anomalies were common that year, but only a handful survived in extra fine condition. That's what makes this coin almost mythic in collector circles. Production stress, die wear, and the sheer difficulty of preserving coins in perfect condition created an environment where only the luckiest and most careful coins survive decades later, untouched and perfect in toning. Composition is critical. Made of cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, this coin feels solid in your hand. Its weight, girth, and thickness are familiar, but the yellow layers give it a texture that's almost alive. Hold it, feel it, run your fingers along the rim. That slight variation in surface color, that subtle shimmer of the metal, it all signals hidden wealth. This is not a coin you carry casually. This is a fortune quietly waiting to be recognized. Collectors go wild for coins like this. They fixate on the layers, the obverse color variations, the pristine platypus on the reverse, and the perfect alignment of the metal itself. Auctions for coins like this are aggressive yet quiet. Collectors watch each other, waiting for the moment to strike, because they know that once one of these coins appears, the price skyrockets instantly. Silent fortunes are being claimed in seconds, and those who hesitate miss out forever. If you have one, here's what you check first. The yellow layers on the obverse, their intensity, placement, and natural toning. Examine the reverse for clarity of the platypus. Inspect the edges, the girth, the thickness, the weight. All of it matters. Never clean it, never polish it. Original toning is critical. Professional grading is non-negotiable. One mistake, One careless handling and a $262,000 fortune could vanish instantly. Patience and meticulous observation are your greatest allies here. Survival in circulation is extraordinarily rare. Over 40 years, most coins were spent, cleaned, or damaged. Extra fine examples like this are treasures that collectors fight over silently. Demand is rising while supply shrinks daily. Each coin is a silent, life-altering fortune waiting for someone who can recognize its value. Most people miss it, pass it by, or toss it into a jar of change. But for the alert, the observant, the patient, this coin is a jackpot. Imagine holding it. Feel the layers, notice the pristine reverse, the perfect weight and diameter. Every detail tells you this is not ordinary currency. It's a fortune hiding in plain sight. Hidden wealth, silent fortune, serious money that could completely change your life. The thrill isn't just owning it. It's realizing what most people throw away every day, completely blind to the treasure in their hand. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Preserve the original toning. Use professional grading. Inspect every detail meticulously, because the difference between a discarded 20-cent and a $262,000 fortune is as thin as the layers of yellow on this coin. And now, as we close, here's the kicker. The treasure hunt doesn't stop here. The next coin out there, if you're lucky enough to find it, could be even rarer, even more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. The hidden fortunes of Australia are still out there, waiting, silently accumulating value while most people live completely unaware. Stay alert. The next treasure could be in your pocket.